Okay, unsurprisingly, our last match went to time, so I got no downtime before jumping into round 3. We're gonna scout again because I still have no idea what this format is. Playing against Cordioli, which seems to be playing a Clifftop Retreat deck. What is this, Boros? Yep. So he probably has Thalia, which is a nightmare for me. This deck looks pretty good. Like, it's just Boros. It's changed a little, but still very aggressive, and makes me happy I draw a handful of removal. A very early Gristlebrand seems like impossible for them to deal with as well. Like anything short of Fiend Hunter, which is, as we know, destructible. And I won the die roll, by the way, so I get to go first. So, Evolving Wildings. Chap will go. And you might play like a Champion of the Parish, I think would be the Nightmare. Though, thankfully I can contain the Nightmare. Man, I'm still disappointed the way that last game ended up. I probably could have played it differently. But it still felt I was really close to winning like the entire time. Like he had very few cards in his deck, he was playing very slowly so he could time out. And I had a couple outs in my deck to win the game, just win the game. But can't win them all. So I'll try to focus on this game and crush this Champion of the Parish. If he ever gives me priority. I wonder if I'm lagging. Don't appear to be lagging that much. I heard about the ratings check test on one of the Magic TVs on Channel Fireball. If you think you're disconnected from the game server, because if you're disconnected from the game, you can still type in the chat and see what people are saying in the chat. But if you're disconnected from the game, you can check your rating by right-clicking it for information. And if your rating pops up, you're connected. But if it doesn't pop up, you need to restart Moto. So I have this habit now of checking my rating whenever I think I'm disconnected from a game. Also, talking about random things is a good way to pass time when my opponents insist on having stops during their upkeep in their aggressive decks that require no stops in their upkeep. Gather the Townsfolk? I don't know if they still play that card. Stromkirk Noble. I cannot kill that with Victim of the Night. Stopping in upkeeps. What are you doing, sir? This is gonna be annoying. Though drawing a mountain and like a Faithful Floating would be really good. Because then I would hopefully draw a land off the Faithful Floating, discard these two, and get an early Gristlebrand. And then be able to block a Stromkirk Noble. Yeah. Not a human. That's the plan. Or I could sit in my upkeep for eternity and hope he concedes the game after timing out. Also a possibility. My rating's pretty low. See, look at my limited rating. It's like below 1700 because of the cube drafts. I always draft these horrible decks, which are real fun, but I never win with them. Like, that's why I always do Swiss cubes and cube drafts. I always draft like the Summoning Trap deck or the Tinker deck or the Dream Holes or the Storm deck. Like, the decks that take a lot of cards to come together well. And even then, even when they come together, they don't necessarily win. Just lots of time to talk about whatever I want to. I guess we'll start making use of the pause function. Okay, neat, I drew Faithful Floating, so I can't play anything, but hopefully I draw land, and the next draw step, and then Faithful Floating. I do not regret keeping that hand. I think it was fine. Like, having the early removal spells are really good in this format. Like, Victim of Night kills everything, except for, like, Stromkirk Noble and Falconrath Aristocrat. Stromkirk Noble may kill me. I think if he plays Keswick Malcontents, I can just Victim of Night it and take no damage. Victim of Night that. And another Stromkirk Noble? That's unfortunate. Mountain. Just rubbing it in, deck. Rubbing it in. At least we stopped stopping during my upkeep. That was annoying. He hasn't taken an extended coffee break in quite a while. And it doesn't look like he has a Hellrider. Or further plays. Might have to cast this Gristlebrand the hard way. Go straight to cleanup step. Though I guess I only have like 3 turns left of living. I need to get something going pretty fast here. Because next turn he attacks me for, what's that, 7? And I'm dead if he plays a creature that I can't kill. Yep, that one I can kill. At least he doesn't have any other humans, because he would have played them first. Yep, I'll take 0 damage. Mountain. I think I'm dead. I can draw an untapped land to sever his Stromkirk Nobles and hope he doesn't have any burn spells. Good plan. Good plan. Okay, come on untapped land. Rally the peasants. Okay. Wouldn't have gotten there. Maybe keeping that hand was I still think keeping that hand was fine. It had 3 removal spells, 2 lands, and Burial Rites and a Gristlebrand. So all I need to draw is Faithless Looting and a Mountain. I drew the Faithless Looting, but I never drew another land to keep myself in the game. So if he's playing an aggro deck, I obviously want the Rolling Tumblers and stuff. I'll take out some Severs, because it's a slow version of Barter and Blood. Put in a Barter and Blood. I'll take out a Liliana. The Edict. Oh, I don't need to take out a Liliana. Oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to put in another Barter and Blood. Victim of Night. Maybe only 3 Rolling Tumblers. I don't want to, like, if the strong Rebels get out of hand, and as a Champion of the Parish, I want to be able to deal with those. So I'll try this. Okay, obviously going on the play. Faithless Looting, Gristlebrand, that's something I like to see. I guess I'll lead off with Faithless Looting, because I already have 2 cards I want to discard. Yep, that was easy. I get to Devil's Play as champion, though it makes my mana a little worse. Ooh. That is bad. Really? He had the soul read on me. I guess he probably looked at my matches. I've never played a deck where Grafdigger's Cage is actually good against. I've played a lot of decks where people board in Grafdigger's Cage. It seems like a loose keep. I played a lot of decks where people board in Grafdigger's Cage against me incorrectly, but I've never played against it. I've never played a deck where Grafdigger's Cage is actually a very good card against, like this one. I hope he's out of things. When you keep like risky 1-landers, yeah. So I have like infinite time to find probably hardcast Gristlebrand at this point. I no longer have access to my Faithless Looting's in my graveyard, but that's fun. I mean, I guess Grafdigger's Cage is an argument for waiting on Faithless Looting. I should have boarded in the Olivia's. That was a mistake. Pillar of Flame the face. I like it. Swamp. Next turn, if I draw Gristlebrand, we're going to town. I drew Plains. Okay, so I still have all this removal. So I'm not terribly worried about things he plays for at least a couple turns. Second Cloistered Youth? Okay, that's fine. Ooh, that's a really good draw. So now we get to sit back on our removal spells and kill him with sword. That's a game plan I can get behind. I wonder if yeah, I'm probably just gonna board out the Unburial Rites now. I mean, they're actually just dead cards against Grafdigger's Cage, and if he's willing to keep hands with a 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 land on the play, like, that probably means he's gonna mulligan aggressively to them, so I don't want to. I don't want to really have them on my deck anymore. I'll just board in a bunch of removal spells and kill them with the control half of my deck. I'll hard cast Gristlebrand if I have to. And I wonder if I bartered in blood. I guess it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, I'm not gonna barter in blood, but I'm definitely gonna Gristlebrand. He probably has Zealous Conscripts too. Okay, so my options are attack with Vampire Token. He like almost assuredly blocks. Well, if he does block, I don't care. Okay. And Gristlebrand. Sweet Grafdigger's Cages. Thank goodness this wasn't an Unburial Rites. Is he attacking Sorin? Okay, I'll block one with Gristlebrand and the other can go through. I just want to pump my guys with sword and attack for a bunch of damage. Also, getting an emblem on Gristlebrand makes it so he outraces his own ability. Though I'll probably deck before it becomes a problem. Brimstone Volley, Sorin. Okay, so Sorin was dead either way. Kind of makes me want to draw another Sorin. I didn't. I drew a bunch of land. Let's play us. I can probably draw another 7. I'm gonna discard a bunch of Unburial Rites, lands, Liliana. Yeah, okay. Oh, we drew a Sorin. But not an Isolated Chapel. Huh, that's weird. So, Swamp. And white, black. I guess I'll play Liliana to get rid of his human. Okay, thank you. I don't want to go through those motions. Like, he wasn't dead on board, but once you draw 14 cards in one turn, you kind of have to wonder why you're still in the game. So, Olivia's coming in. Unburial Rites coming out. What else do I want? I guess I'll put in a Rolling Tumbler. He's a lot of stronger Nobles. Being on the draw is really awkward, though. Do I want Liliana? Not particularly. I'd rather have some Bloodline Keepers, I think. Just for one condition, other than Gristlebrand and Sorin. And I'll try that. This hand's serviceable. If he goes... Rolling Tumbler doesn't do a whole lot. And I like hands where I have mana. Oh man, he kept another bad hand. I really like playing against when they keep loose hands. Like, this is probably Cloistered Youth. Or, ooh, even better. A card I actually don't care about. I didn't play the Swamp there because I want him to think I'm mana screwed. Like, it doesn't matter, but it's something to talk about while he attacks me. What do I do? I mean, I could Rolling Tumbler. That doesn't really serve a whole purpose. I guess it saves me a little bit of life if he has Casting Malcontents. Next turn I'll just play Bloodline Keeper. Mono Plains over there. Sorin would be a good draw. I guess so would Gristlebrand and a bunch of lands, though. Did he mulligan? Oh, he mulliganed to 4. That would make more sense. Wow, I feel like a giant, mean person now. Censored myself. Just in case any family-oriented people are watching. Yeah, I feel real bad yelling at him for mulling to 4 now. I should pay more attention. Though he is stopping in my upkeep again, so I lost a lot of sympathy there. Okay, let's see what he can dredge up. Have I no luck day? I mean, I guess I'll just make tokens with this. I don't really need to attack or pressure him at all. I mean, I could Faithless Looting and discard these 2 swamps, but I kind of want to play them in case I get Gristlebrand online. Though, since he has no luck day, he probably just won't have anything. Yep, sometimes you just get lucky. That's the way Magic works. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Shuffler. By the way, guys, blaming the Shuffler for Magic Online, while it seems valid, it doesn't actually make sense. Shuffler is completely random. If you shuffle better in real life, you will see those results. So I've mulliganed to 4 more times than I can count in both real life and online. I've actually probably done it fewer times online just because I've been playing online less than I have in real life. But there's no sense in complaining about mulliganing. Like, what does that prove? Oh man, I had a bad hand and I lost a game of Magic. This is ridiculous. I'm angry at this program. Time to uninstall it. Like, come on. I think overall, like, complaining about luck and such is just a bad attitude in general. Like, if you can remove it from your game, you'll be much happier and you'll be more inclined to be better because you won't blame everything on luck. Like, obviously, this is unfortunate. He can't really do much to avoid this, I assume. But it also happens, and what is he going to do? The correct answer is not complain about it, because then I have to talk for like 20 minutes. I guess I could Faithless Looting now, but since this game is like basically over, yeah, I'll go ahead and Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting, discard. I don't care. Faithless Looting, Rolling Tumbler? Sure. Play my Mountain. Now I can draw a Gristlebrand and really beat him. Yeah, there's that Grafdigger's Cage. I forgot people still played Grafdigger's Cage, otherwise I would have probably considered more that I could just sideboard out on Barrier Rights in game 2. I guess I lost game 1 when he double Stromkirk doubled me and I had a hand of what's it called? Victim of Nights. Is that Fiend Hunter? What is this? White card? Keswick Malcontents. I guess he's dead though. The one thing I don't do, usually, like in real life, I do this online all the time because I'm a giant troll, but when someone has like a bad mull to 4 hand, like I just never say good game. Like even when they have a good game, like they might be upset at everything, like because a lot of Magic players I play against are bitter at the world for some reason. So I just never say good game because they'll always like argue about it. I always just say like good luck in the next round or whatever. I'm telling you this now because I really got the urge to say, like, I have lethal on the board. I'm just really getting the urge to say good game because it's on the internet and it's anonymous, and it's really bad. Like, I'm restraining myself, but I really want to do it. If he stops my upkeep for 5 more minutes, I might have to. I do get really annoyed at times. It's something I need to work on. Okay. Oh, there's Gristlebrand. I'm just gonna cast that. Oh man, I'm a meanie. This is fun. I guess I'll pay 7 life. That all felt very necessary. Okay, that was round 3. Uh, hopefully, what are we now? 2-1. Yeah. Okay. 2-1 and going into round 4.